invitations to all who are watching. The purpose of this documentary is to provide an understanding of the economic structure of rail transport in Malaysia based on our study of its demand and supply. Kuala Lumpur, the beating heart of Malaysia, long has been regarded as the busy city in terms of economic activities in Southeast Asia. It also been considered to be the best place in Malaysia to study rail transport. With the existence of rapid KLs like Rail Transit LRT and monorail, Kereta Api Tanah Melayu Berhad KKM's commuter, and also the Express Rail Sudah Berhad ERLs KLIA Transit and KLIA Express. Fares can vary without any change in ticket prices because of, first, seasonal variation, where, for example, ERL's KLIA Transit and KLIA Express provides cheaper fares for trips to KLIA during festive periods. Second, change in quality offered by competitors. For example, ERL's KLIA Transit provides competitive fares with KTME's commuter during festive periods, ranging from KL Central to TBS in Bandar Pasir Selatan.
Time trend has always been overlooked upon when studying demand, but the effect that it has is of utmost importance. There are three factors that relates to the demand in rail. First is the growth of car usage over time. As the number of car usages increase, the demand for rail decreases. Second is the local levels of economic activities, in which case, the increase of economic activities increases transport demand. This is where transport is being regarded as a transport demand, where demand for transport is dependent on demands of other things. The last one is regional growth in population, where the increase in population increases the demand for rail transport.
According to Dr. Raphael Popper, the competition is the last of the main demand factor for passenger transport.
The competition for rail transport can be divided into two. One is substitutes and the other one is complementary. Substitutes are other modes of transport than rail that can affect negatively the demand for rail transport itself. Examples are taxis and feeder buses at terminals other than rail stations. Complements, on the other hand, are other modes of transport than rail that increases demand for rail itself. For example, feeder buses at railway stations and express buses at TBS.
Although there are variations in transport demand, one is peak demand and the other is off-peak demand.
Peak demand is caused by coincidence of activities such as work times, beginning in the morning and ends in the evening. Off-peak demand happens when demand is low. This brings about excess capacity, waste of resources, and even existence of empty backhaul.
Supply can be defined as the schedule of quantities of a good or services that people are willing and able to sell at different prices, Slave 2009. Rail supply is determined by 5 different factors. First is price. In the scenario, supply has an active relationship between transport demand and the price. Therefore, operators prefer to supply when price is high, in which they have higher revenue from it. Second is a model characteristic, which is dependent on available facilities, high capital expenditure, and etc. Government also determine the supply based on taxes and subsidies. As increasing taxes will reduce supply, whereas increasing subsidies increase supply.
Technological improvements such as new cars or new services determines the supply of rail. One such example is magnetic levitation train, or otherwise known as maglev. Proposals have been made for maglev to be implemented in Malaysia. According to the science advisor to the Prime Minister of Malaysia, Professor Emeritus Dr. Zakri Abdul Hamid, a monorail type maglev developed in China will be implemented throughout the system in Malaysia. And the line is expected to be ranging from Penang to KL to Singapore. It would roughly take around 1.5 hours from KL to Singapore.
Demand considerations refer to impact of rate profitability. Supply will be higher for routes that are profitable.
According to the Director of the National Foresight Institute of Malaysia, NFI, Dr. Rushdi Abdul Rahim, there are various factors, both global and local, that provide the right climates to drive the development of the local rail industry in Malaysia. Based on his presentation to the rail industry in his workshop entitled Future Rail 2030, there are a total of 9 rationales that contributes to the National Rail Industry Roadmap, which is designed to drive the development of Malaysia's rail industry.
Railway costing can be divided into 4, namely cost allocation, avoidable cost, contributory revenue, and opportunity cost. Cost allocation is the dispersion of costs to the several elements of railway costing. Contributory revenue is revenue that the rail service can gain due to contributing modes of transport. For example, the express buses at Terminal Bersepadu Selatan (TPS).
What is avoidable cost? Avoidable cost is reduction in cost as a result of operating one unit less. Let us take ERL as an example. The KLIA Transit and KLIA Express will be arriving at every 30 minutes during off-peak hours and 20 minutes during peak hours. Thus, cost operation can be saved. Opportunity cost, however, on the other hand, is cost incurred upon opportunity based on time, but the cost cannot actually be calculated, but is always accounted for.
An oligopoly is a market dominated by a small number of strategically interdependent firms. The strategic interdependence can become weaker as the market becomes smaller, as in the case of Malaysian Railway. For example, linkages between the rail lines enables a large access network. Cost benefits analysis (CBA) is an economic tool to aid social decision making and is typically used by governments to evaluate the desirability of a given intervention in markets.
Costs and benefits of the impacts of an intervention are evaluated in terms of the public's willingness to pay for them, benefits, or willingness to avoid them, cost. In this case, a CBA's cost includes those attributed to noise, vibrations, air pollution, and etc. Albeit, the benefits are plenty, such as speed, reliability, less congestions, less road accidents, and etc. as well.